Hey guys, I just got back from running a five. My cat's really excited about it. A five. Oh, what is it called? 5 blocks. I just got back from running 5 blocks, and I had to make this video to show you what I found. So I ran 5 blocks, and I had to come back home to get home because it's how things work. And so, anyways, what I found was this. So, a few of you might know what this is, but most of you probably don't. You may have heard of it, but it's called a partially filled bottle of soda. It was just sitting there, right? So, in case you ever are like lucky enough to come across one on your own, I'm gonna show you how this works, and hopefully it'll be helpful in the future. If not, at least like you'll have some really cool information that very few people have. So happy to pass it along. My cat's over his excitement of me running, and he left. So that's fun. Okay, so this is what usually we call it a partially filled bottle of soda, but I think that may be a geographical colloquialism. So you might have your own term for it, but if you have something that looks like this, it's neat, huh? I know. It's really cool. If you have something that looks like this, it's probably the same thing. I just might have a different name for it. I'm not really this kind of scientist, so I can't give you like a proper term. So the way it works is it has down here, this is what's called a partially full. And then here, this is what's called the not partially full. And the whole thing together, if I can get it in the shot, the whole thing together is the bottle part. And then something that's not in the name, which is why you probably wouldn't know about it without seeing this video, it's called the top, or I think I've heard it as cap, I think. Is it only 3 letters though? It hasn't come up in the New York Times crossword puzzle in a while, so my knowledge is a little rusty. Cape or cap? I think cap. We just call it a top where I live. Not that this comes along very often, but you know, we talk about it more than it happens. It's kind of exciting. Okay, so the way it works is the partially full stays in the bottle, and the not partially full stays in the bottle. You don't have to do anything, it just stays there. And then the top, or cap, I don't, comment down below what you think this is called, or what you and your friends call it. You may have your own term for it. This actually, you turn it. It helps to do a few push-ups first, or like lift and throw and catch some kettlebells. You can lift and throw them, but if you don't catch them, the neighbors might start to talk. I'm not going to go into detail. I'm just going to say from personal experience, if you throw and if you lift and throw kettlebells and you don't catch them, there may be your reputation may not be as intact as you think it is in your neighborhood. So it helps to do a few push-ups to get the blood really moving in your muscles and your back, and you know, I'm not really that kind of scientist either, so whatever muscles are there, just get the blood flowing, and then you twist it. This is the kind of hard part, and I can't really verbalize it. I'm hoping that's the word. I can't really tell you exactly like how to twist it or how many times, because it's something that you really have to get a feel for, and you might not get it right the first time. That's okay. You won't damage the partially full or the not partially full if you do this incorrectly, as long as you hold it like this. Okay, so my cat's coming back. He's getting excited again about me running. So let me just... Okay, it's getting this tilt, and it actually fell off, which is a good sign. that means that it's open. I mean, it's really quite miraculous. Like, what will man come up with next? So then what you can do is you can kind of play with the partially full and the not partially full. And I mean, have fun with it. Go crazy. Would you believe that this was just like sitting there? Just, I hope you guys live in an area that is as, I hope you are as fortunate as I am. I can say that one thing that lets you know if you live in a good area to find a partially full and partially not full bottle is if you see a lot of like blankets, bags, shopping carts, if those are just laying around areas. And what I have where I live is there will be a wall that goes in. I don't know if this is good camera. I'm looking at the screen as I film, and I can see that this is a really terrible way to tell you what I'm talking about. But it'll be like a straight wall, and then it'll have a concavity, and then it'll keep going straight. And then in that concavity, there will be something that does something for the city. It looks like a box, and there's something in there for the city. And anyways, there will be a lot of blankets and shopping carts behind that area, and it'll almost be like people are sleeping there. And as you drive to work in the morning, because who doesn't work, right? As you drive to work in the morning, you'll even see people that you think like, I wonder if they sleep there, because they just sort of have that look. Anyways, if you identify with any of what I just said, you may be fortunate enough to find a partially full bottle, which is again what I call it. You may call it something different in your area. Just sitting around. So now you'll know what to do with it. You'll know what to do with it. All right, thanks guys. I hope this was informative. Yeah, words fail me. I also, because I just ran 5 blocks, I have like no glucose, right, in my head. Okay, so I am that kind of scientist, and I'm sketchy on the details, but there's probably no glucose in my brain. Because that's how things work. Okay, bye guys.